right, well, we were fortunate enough to be lined up to straddle this giant hole here. Holy moly. This thing is, I'm not even going to step down in there. I'm pretty sure that it's a blown out tile. I've got to fix it. I'll have to bring dirt over to do that though. Also, we got to crank this up a couple of notches just because we're brushing on the ground enough to make a huge cloud of dust. So we need our handy cranking tool here. And we need to crank up our, let's see, I use this wire here to keep the thing from turning on its own. I did notice one thing when I first bought this rake is that particular part is a weak spot, but I've overcome it just by well, trying to overcome it here. Hang on, we got issues here. I don't know if you can see or not. You probably can. You might be able to. Anyway, we got to get this in there without having the wires involved. There we go. Okay, now up. One. Let's bring it up 2 here and see if we can see if that'll do it for us. Should help. Gotta get this wire back in there. Come on, big boy. You can do it. Okay. Now we'll see if that doesn't help a little bit with the dust and hopefully still not miss any of the hay. That's the important thing. We don't want to miss the hay because this is nice looking stuff, man. If we get, that is some pretty tender hay there. I'm going to get some good money for that. All right, so back to this. So I guess you get the idea that we're raking hay here. That's not going to be the main part of this video. This video is being about baling hay, but we got to rake it first. And the sun is sort of shining. It was shining earlier. Now we got some clouds rolling in, but that's okay. This stuff is plenty dry, and cloud cover is not going to hurt it. So yeah, we're at it. I will see you when we're done with the field here. All right, so as you can see, the field has been totally rigged. I'm working on the last 3 outside rounds, and the next time you see me, we'll be pulling a baler. So things are progressing nicely. All right, we're heading over to the other farm to pick up the 2840 John Deere tractor and the 328 baler. It's a John Deere baler, by the way. Everybody probably knows that who watches the channel. So I just want to say, if you like what you see so far and you have not subscribed already, why don't you reach down there and hit that subscribe button? I'd sure like to have you on the team. Is in the big barn that used to be a riding arena. They used to store airplanes in there, and it's just a barn for me, but anywho, we are here. Park out front. We're here like that. Ah, holy moly, everybody. Okay. So yesterday I came in here and hitched this all up. So we are just ready to go here. So I don't know if you can even see the bale. I guess so. This thing takes advantage of what little light there is. Yeah. We didn't bale that many bales with it last time, and I don't think we even need to grease it. We got plenty of twine. I say we run and get her going, which is exactly what we're going to do. Let's check the oil in here first. I don't think anything's happened since yesterday. Nope, looks great. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, let's go. All right, guys. Do you see it? How in the world can I miss that with that and still have a bale go over there? I haven't thrown a bale off. Actually, that's maybe 3 of them all year. I got one today. Tell you what we're gonna do. Gonna go grab it, throw it in the wagon. That's what we're gonna do. And that way, nobody will ever know. So don't say nothing, all right? Ooh, that is some nice soft hay there, baby. All right, let's see here. Ha, ho, he, everybody. All right, hang on right there. You stay right there. We're gonna throw this in. Ha! Yeah, there we go. All right. Well, we're baling. Maybe you want to watch a little bit, huh? All right, pretty good load there. I think, what did the counters say? I forget. 159 bales. Can you see it? Wait, let's get you so you can read it here. There, 159. That's not so bad. I think we'll drop this right here, go get the other wagon. All right, so next wagon will look just like this one. I'll go get hitched up and we'll load her up and hopefully be done with this field then. You should have heard what I had to do to get the thing to start recording here. Anyway, we have one last load of hay to shove into the barn here. I will show you right now why I like to hook them on the front better than have them hooked on the back. I can back it up in there with the trailer hooked on the back, but oh, is it so much easier when it's on the front. Big yellow. Hey, now we're going backwards. Remember, slow and steady wins the race. Can you see the everybody. That's it for today.